And our next guest that we're going to talk to is Annette, and I want to make sure that Tersigni, and if I said that wrong, I am so sorry. And she is the founder of YogaNurse. I actually have done her initial program. It is fabulous. And for those of you that think, oh, yoga, I don't want to get on the floor, you don't have to. You don't have to get out of your chair. We all spend way too much time in our chair, but she is actually going to share with us how we can actually move around, get our bodies moving, and how we can totally adapt movement and incorporate it into our lives in a very easy and gentle way. So I am going to turn, let's see, Miss Annette, are you here? I saw you. It might just take just a minute to...
Can you hear me? I just unmuted myself.
Fabulous. And you can just turn your camera on and we can see you.
We're going to go live. 2, 1.
Yay. Welcome. Thank you so much.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Oh, I see some friends here. Friends and family. Yeah, I can't see everybody, but I can see Andrew's there. Wow. Thanks for joining. So now what? Now do I start it, or
the show is yours now for the next 30 minutes? You have our undivided attention.
All right, next 30 minutes. All right. So here we go. I'm gonna just set up here. So first of all, everyone, greetings to all, and I'm deeply honored to be here with you, and it's because of Carrie inviting me, and you're doing a stellar job. And as she said, I'm a registered nurse and a certified yoga teacher with more than 30 years in the trenches, and I know that many of you have been in the trenches too, and that's why I can relate to you. I am the founder of YogaNurse and Yoga Nursing, the Yoga Nurse model of care. And what's a Yoga Nurse? A Yoga Nurse unites the ancient wisdom of yoga with the science of modern nursing. And our mission is to help healthcare heroes around the world relieve stress, anxiety, pain, and suffering. And how do we do that? Well, we teach something called the YogaNurse 3-part sacred remedy. Sacred breath, sacred movement, sacred rest, and that's what we're going to do today. We're offering you emergency TLC, simple, proven, anyone can do it in a chair kind of techniques. Now, as a nurse, I've been a witness to pain and suffering. And my service today is to help you to relieve pain and suffering, whether it's mental, emotional, physical, okay? And bring you back into your heart, the heart of caring. And we're going to go directly to the heart of the matter. My background is in cardiac nursing, so I want you to place your hands over your heart center, your chest right now. And just feel your breath in your chest rising and falling. And I want you to listen carefully to me as you embrace your heart now. I have an important point. In yoga, we're taught that you have 2 hearts. You know about the heart, your blood pumping heart on the left side of your body, that's well known. But a little known heart of yoga is the spiritual heart, said to rest in the right side of the body. And that is where the heart of healing occurs, in the mystical heart. Mm-hmm. That's where the deep healing occurs, in the heart of the mystic. Now let one of your hands drop down to your belly and keep that breath flowing. And sip the breath in through both of your nostrils, relaxing your face. Soft belly. Merciful belly. Now relax your hands down into your lap now. My intention for you is to uplift your heart. If you have a wounded heart, a broken heart from what is happening in the world, I want to help you to renew your courage by going to the heart of the source of healing, in the heart of the mystic, in the sacred heart, in the heart of the sacred. So now I'm going to move my chair back so that you can follow me better and see what I'm doing. Sliding back. Help you to connect to your heart, the heart of being, simply being. As a healthcare hero, I want you to experience the YogaNurse sacred remedy. And we're going to continue to do that right now. So let's begin. And we're going to start with the 3 smiles. 3 smiles. So before we do that, just kind of wiggle around in your chair, find your sweet spot, lengthen the spine for beautiful posture, soften your shoulders. And the 3 smiles begin with inviting your eyes to smile. So how do we do that? You know, when you smile, automatically the corners of your eyes lift up. So my eyes are smiling. And we keep that breath moving, the breath of life. And now to the mouth, the obvious place for a smile. And even if you're faking it, it's okay. Just lift the corners of your mouth up a little bit, like a little Mona Lisa smile. Instant facelift, right? Guaranteed, 10 years, gone, photographed, always smile. So smiling eyes, number 1. Smiling mouth, number 2. And what's number 3 is we come to the heart. Allow your heart, imagine your heart smiling, the union of the physical heart and the spiritual heart. My heart is smiling, so my eyes are smiling. My lips, mouth is smiling. And my heart is smiling. And I'm looking at Carrie's picture and she's got this smile. So I know at least one person is smiling, even if it's a picture. I hope you are, okay? Because we've always learned that laughter is the best medicine, and truly. All right, so what are we going to do now? We're going to wake up the immune system. Because today, with what is going on in the world, immunity is a buzzword. And in the yoga system, here, bring your hand here and yogi see, yogi do, yogini see, yogini do. So see, I'm tapping a little bit here. And you know, gorillas, when they want to wake themselves up and find their power, so you can do just a little bit of a thump. So this is called the thymus thump. Say that fast. You can change hands. Thymus thump. Thumping away. And why are we doing this? Because according to yoga, the thymus gland can be stimulated. It can be brought back to life. And we can kind of just tap other parts now and breathe deeply. But traditional medicine says the thymus shrinks and shrivels up when we're really young, like at about 6 years old, and then it kind of is dried out. But we don't have to buy into that because we're bringing the best of the West and the East together. And according to yoga, this stimulates the juices, the life force, the prana, the chi, and brings you back to life and greater immunity. And relax and let that one go with the big breath in and a big sigh out. Ha ha ha. we're lightening up. And, that's the whole point, is to lighten up. And God only knows I've had my share of up and down with this strange new world, twilight zone that we're living in. And every day it's a practice. That's why it's called a practice, and it changes from day to day. And connection and community and laughter brings us back to the source of community and connection. So what we're going to do now is take care of the neck. You can, swivel around a little bit. Line up your shoulders. And let's get into the neck, because the head is heavy. Draw the chin back slightly. And then we're going to drop the chin. And then, gently. Imagine you've got a paintbrush on your chin and you're painting a half circle up to the top of one shoulder, and then slowly, the point is slowly come down. And breathe in and out as you do this. To the other side. Are you with me? Other side. Oh, let it go. I'm hearing snap, crackle, and popping. Last time. And then coming back to center. It's all about recentering, coming back to the center, the heart center, the source, the force. May the force and the source be with you, but we lose the source and we lose the force. And the purpose of these practices, especially the deeper practice, not just the physical. The physical is great, but the physical alone is not going to take care of the heart and the soul. So I'm all about bringing the soul and the heart and coming back to the source of healing. All right, relax the hands. Let's get into the shoulders, because they hold so much weight and heaviness. So nothing like shoulder shrugs. I like to do things in threes, the power of three. Un, deux, trois. I'm broadcasting from Montreal, Canada right now on a different sabbatical from my other home in Beaufort, North Carolina. So here we go, shrugging the shoulders up and down, and two, and down, and three, and down, and breathe. And sigh out whatever was hanging out there. And just kind of shake it. Shake it up, baby, and twist and shout. Beatles background for all generations, and little circles to the back. 2, 3, and forward. Bigger, 2, and 3. And breath in and out. And you know what? If you only have time to do that, well, then glory, hallelujah. Because what I want to give you today are actionable practices that you can do anywhere when you only have 30 seconds or a minute. The thing is to do something, is to take action. Instead of spinning out into freaking out, you come back, come back, come back. Come back, come back. So it is. And now the hands. Healthcare heroes have healing hands. The heart of healing. They are the heart of healthcare. The healthcare heroes. So we're moving the hands gently, the wrists in one direction, and then change. Focusing on your breathing. And then coming together, hands together in Anjali Mudra, Anjali, Anjali Mudra. And you can press the hands together. In the old days, in my generation, when women wanted to strengthen the pectoralis muscles, they would press the hands together like this. That's really good for releasing tension between your shoulder blades. So feel the shoulder blades releasing. Good. And now this is a little bit more challenging, but hey, life is challenging. So I'm reaching my hands out to you, and then I'm bringing them back in, and then out, and in, and out, and in. And I'll go sideways a little, see if you can see what I'm doing here. So as I go forward, there's an offering. I'm offering, I'm giving. offering to you. Yeah, and then we change it, hands back to back, reach forward. And now I'm bringing that energy, that offering back to the self. So I'm giving to you, giving to each one of you that's here with me. Yes, it can be transmitted right now. Because as we connect to the source has boundless energy. It never gets exhausted. So if we come back to the source, then you can keep on going when you think that there's no way. There's always the way, and that's to come back to the source. So now then we bring it back. We draw it back in. We breathe it back in. We bring that mystical source and force and life. Source, chi, prana, back into the heart and art of being. And just be with that. With the capital T-H-A-T. Give you some yoga mysticism now. The yoga mystics say, I am that, you are that, and all this is that. And when you get that, you are enlightened. I had to think on that for a long time. And eventually, you begin to feel that. And when you believe in that, then you become a miracle worker. And then you believe in miracles. All right, moving on. Let's move into the classical postures in the YogaNurse Sacred Remedy. We're going to begin with the mountain posture. And if you want to stand up, by all means stand up. Take a little stand. I know my head's cut off now, but you get the idea. If you need to stand up, you can actually do this standing, but because this is a seated class, I've arranged it so that you see it seated. And so here we go. Beautiful spine. Draw the chin back to line the chin with the neck, like a beautiful soldier. A soldier of the heart, a warrior of the heart. I am a warrior of the heart is the affirmation. I am a warrior of the heart of the sacred. All right, bringing the hands together, Anjali Mudra. Let's open the hands as if you're opening the book of your life. And let's reach the hands up in a slight variation, so many variations. Press the hands all the way up to the ceiling as if you were lifting up the sky. Lifting, I'll see if I can, hopefully you can see it all, and if you can't, you're reaching your hands up, lifting up the sky, and then opening the hands, and then press the hands down, pressing down into the ground, connecting to the earth, that we're grounded. And now opening, floating, reaching, variation, showing variations here. You can just reach up, and if that's too much, the hands can go out here, and if that's too much, you can go here or here. Okay, as a nurse, this is called range of motion, so we're increasing the range of motion. So you can just make a flow with the arms and breathe, opening the chest points, the shoulder blades, 2 and 3. Okay, and let's come back to the heart of being and rest there. Sacred rest. Sacred rest means we take a pause, allowing the belly, ribs, and chest to fill. All right. And now moving into one of the 6 essential movements of the spine, bring one hand onto one hip, and let's reach the opposite arm up and over the head, calling this the teapot position. Inhale, and I'm mirroring you, and as you exhale, you're going to exhale over to the side, relax the neck. Inhale, come up. Float the arm down, and inhale, exhale, teapot to the other side, and back, and variations here. What are we doing? We are rejuvenating your kidneys. You can just put your hands on your shoulders. Some people can't lift the arm up, so you can bend to one side, rejuvenating your adrenal glands, squeezing the internal organs for optimal digestion. Come to the other side. Relax the chin and the neck. We're innervating and reconditioning the liver and the spleen. Good. And floating the arms down. Once again, one or two of these work. Let's take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. I taught all of that, I think, on like one breath. So hopefully, you're breathing in and you're breathing out. Okay, so that is the side bend. The spinal movement, you move to one side, you move to the other. But we rarely do that. So that's why we want to do that movement called the half moon, classically in yoga. Okay, and now one of the other movements, essential movements of the spine, is a forward bend where you move the body forward. And that's the most common one. And that's the one that gives us the porous posture because we're always kind of hunched over like this. Okay? And we're going to correct that really quickly today. And then the other is the back bend, which we hardly ever do. And that is where you arch the spine. And arching backwards. But let's not drop the head because that could be challenging. We're going to just look straight ahead and lift the chest point. So I'll exaggerate it. You'll get it. It's easy. So I'm going to combine two of the movements now, which is the cobra posture and the forward bend. So first with cobra, you can bring your hands on to the edge of your chair to get some traction. Bring your hips forward. Lift the chest points up. Inhale. Lift the chest. And maybe lift the chin, look up. Inhale. Exhale. Round the spine like a cat. Oh my goodness, I love this. And we call this the cat dog in classic yoga for those of you who are yogis and yoginis repeating. Lifting, arching. And then round the spine like a cat. I'm going to give you a side view. Last time here. Inhaling, lifting. Exhale, rounding like a hollowing cat. Oh my goodness, that feels good. And lift and come back to center. Take a deep breath in and out. I hope y'all are with me. All right, moving on. Now, so there are right and left, the side bends, that's two essential movements of the spine. Forward bend, back bend, two more essential movements of the spine, that makes four. And now we're going to move into the spinal twist. One side and the other, right and left, for the final six movements of the spine. So coming to the edge of your chair, beautiful posture. And I want you to connect with your core about 3 inches below your belly button. That's called the khanda or the dantian or the core. And that is the heart where you really, in yoga, that's where your guts are, so to speak. And so in many martial arts, this is a very important center. It's also an important center in the yoga practice. So we want you to turn from that core and gently turn now to one side. About 70%. Inhale. And then exhale, and about 70% to the other side. Inhale, coming back to center. Let's go. Beautiful posture, lengthen, and turning to one side. A little bit more now, getting a little bit more range of motion, and then slowly coming back. Recovery in the center, lengthen, inhale, always lengthening the spine. We don't want compression, we want lengthening. And then slowly to the other side. Your hands can be relaxed. A little bit more. Come back to center. Oh, yeah. And one more time. Let's go as far as we can without forcing. Beautiful posture. Inhale. Exhale. Turning a little bit more, even your eyes, rejuvenate your eyes. Imagine you can look behind your back and then slowly come back to center. Take a pause. Inhale. Exhale. And of course, the other side, lengthen. Slowly turning all the way to your edge without forcing. And the eyes waking up, looking behind your back, helping with exhausted eyes and coming back to center. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Now, speaking of the eyes, let's do a quick rejuvenation. Bringing energy. Many of you have seen this. It's true. It works. We make heat and friction in the palms of the hands, and this is called palming, and you bring one palm here and one palm there. A beautiful posture, and just gently palming and feeling that gentle pressure on the eyes, all of the gentle nerves of the eyes, bringing new life force, heat, prana, which means the life force, back into the eyes. Float the hands down slowly, float the eyes open, take a breath in. So I'm going to do a time check here. Yep. Time flies, huh? When you're in the time list. All right. So what's important today is that I got across the 6 movements of the spine. That's a taste of the sacred remedy. And that's what it's about today. And I really want to complete with something. Let's go back to the smiling eyes. My eyes are smiling. My mouth is smiling. It's happening all at the same time now, you see, and then my heart is smiling. And let's complete with the 5-finger meditation, a beautiful meditation that I teach in my YogaNurse trainings, one of many 5-finger meditations. So here's what we do. Open up your hands like this, and then bring the thumb to the index finger. Your hands are down here on your lap, okay? They can be down on your lap. But I'm lifting them up so you see better. Then bring the thumb to the 3rd finger, thumb to the ring finger, 4th finger, and thumb to the pinky. Let's repeat. Just gently pressing, opening the palms, breathing. Just doing that helps to rejuvenate hundreds of nerve endings, which we have so many in the hands, to relax the hands. Just repeating, moving from finger to finger. Now we're going to add the words. Okay, are you ready? Repeat after me. Bringing the thumb to the 1st finger, the index finger, say my. Move to the next finger, mind. Ring finger, is. And last finger, baby finger, smiling. All together now. My mind is smiling. Relax the hands, repeating. My mind is smiling. Slowly opening your eyes. I hope your mind is smiling and my heart is smiling at your heart. And please donate, please support Karen and this amazing endeavor. And namaste, and stay in the heart of being. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Annette. That was wonderful. I'm